Hello and welcome to the Werx series of how-to instructional model building videos. We here at Werx strive to bring you the best information and techniques to help you get the most out of your model building experience. We will show you how the pros build models step by step so you can easily follow along. Most of the techniques you will see are very easy to learn and simple to accomplish. So sit back and let us show you the tricks and secrets to building your miniature masterpiece. Okay, I'm ready to try some hand painting with the AK real colors. Still working with the red-brown. Now I must say with what I was doing with testing it with the different thinners, I did wipe the brush out off camera between thinners. Might have been a little mixing of some of the thinners within the brush's bristles, but shouldn't have been too much of a factor with it being grainy. So we're going to dip it in here and we'll try it just straight on green plastic like Tamiya and see how well it covers and if it gives us any issues. Because Tamiya did have an issue of it, the second or third brushing it would pull up. Does have issues sticking. You can see it's actually trying to open up or pull in certain areas. It doesn't seem to want to cover very well. So we'll let that dry and see what his second coat does. Let's try it on a smaller piece here. So small pieces, it seems to be pretty good. It's not pulling back up like Tamiya does. Interesting. Let's try it on a curved piece here. Not too bad, but again, it's leaving the streaks. So try putting some on the semi-dried, see if it pulls up the old stuff or if it covers. It's actually covering. This stuff is drying. It dries very quickly, like an acrylic would. Again, this is on raw plastic. So let's try doing it on some painted plastic. Get my little test plane here. Set this side to dry. Okay. So I've got some a test Mustang here. We'll just put a little bit on this, which is primed. So gripping a little better. Not too bad. Let's try a larger part. It's actually brushing very well. I mean, it's not pulling back up from the looks of it. It's covering pretty well. It's definitely not giving me the issues that Tamiya did. Of course, Tamiya has their slow dry stuff. That's supposed to help with that fact, but kind of a pain to use. So that's not looking too bad. Being just on primer, we'll see how well that flattens out. Bring this one back in. This is actually completely dry, it looks like, there. So let's put some more on top of it. See if it pulls it up. Not pulling it up, it's doing pretty well. Take that back, it is pulling up a little bit. So it does pull up a little bit to really flood it to get it to cover. So it does recombine, soften the base layer and pull up a little bit. Yeah, so I would say mediocre for brush painting. I would say there are better paints out there, better suited for brush painting, like enamels and so forth. So the next step is to try a little bit of airbrushing with it. Okay, so after a little bit drying, they actually did start to level out a little bit on the bare plastic. So the conclusion that I have on these is what I've experimented with. Of course, it was just one color in a short experiment, but I just kind of wanted to get an idea of what this stuff does. I would say for hand brushing, it falls between Tamiya and Vallejo. A little bit better than Tamiya at hand painting, not quite as good as Vallejo. But we will see what happens with the airbrushing, because it might flip the other way around.